It's time to rev up your engines. America's Car Show with Tom Torbjornsen is on the air on WBBZ-TV. Brought to you by the AAA of Western and Central New York. Get the AAA guarantee at all Western New York Car Care Plus locations. By Napa Auto Parts. Get Napa know-how. And by Dunn Tire. Service you deserve from professionals you trust at Dunn Tire. Now, here's Tom Torbjornsen.
Hi, I'm Tom Torbjornsen, and welcome to America's Car Show. Wow, you think it's time to change that oil? You better wait, because the rules have changed regarding oil changes. Hey, I'll answer your car care questions to help make that car last forever, but first, let's get behind the wheel of a certified pre-owned BMW M3. So we have our roving vehicle cam out and about again with my friend, associate, and BMW expert, Marc Minnick from Towne BMW Mini.
Hello, Tom. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. I'm excited about this certified BMW M series used vehicle 2011 BMW that you have out here for us to take a look at today.
Yes, that's a 2011 BMW M3. Okay, and the reason for the nomenclature M is that stands for Motorsport Technique. Motorsport Technique is actually a racing division of BMW. So whenever you see an M on a BMW anywhere on the car, then you know that it's the top of the class of BMW as it relates to their racing division. So it will have features on it that will make it more, we'll say, race capable. And that makes it special.
I love the color. What's this called? It looks like electric blue to me. What is it?
Well, it's been called Monte Carlo blue, but this is Le Mans blue. I think you see the connection there between Le Mans and Monte Carlo.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
Southern France racing and all that. So it's indigenous to BMW. You won't find this blue on any one of the other BMW cars.
Oh wow!
Unless it's an M.
I like the interior, all leather.
Yeah, leather interior, very nice. Yes. As we walk around the car, we can see that here it shows up again. See, M3. The tricolor, the light blue, the dark blue, and the red always indicate that it isn't an M.
Okay.
Okay.
Dual exhaust, dual exhaust.
Yes, dual exhaust is also a feature of when you, this car here, when it's an M, you will have dual exhaust on any one of the series. Okay, as we continue to walk around the car, we can see that along the bottom here, notice how this is flared out like this. That's all part of the M Sport package.
Oh yeah.
Which essentially, again, gives it a little more of a little racier look, makes it appear as if it's lower to the ground. Just distinguishes it as, again, being an M. If we look at the door sills, you'll see the M shows up once again here. M3. It'll shows up on the
steering wheel.
Okay.
And you're being serenaded by the BMW Angelic Choir.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to pop the hood for us?
Why, of course.
Because the engine in this M3 is very, very special, Marc was explaining to me. If you would, pop that hood for us and show us what we're looking at here. Explain it to us a little bit.
What you're looking at here is a V8, okay, essentially 440 horsepower.
Nice.
Okay. Technology involved, double vanos, variable valve timed. The pounds foot is, if I remember correctly, is like 458.
Okay.
Okay, more than enough power on this car here.
Well, you know what? You've really fired me up here, Mark. We need to go for a ride in this thing.
Okay, I think we should do that. That
All right.
would be great.
Out here with my good friend Marc Minnick from Towne BMW, and we're trying to keep the bullet cam on the dashboard as it's supposed to be, and moving it all around. But we're on a salubrious day here, Mark. Salubrious, very good word. BMW M3, certified BMW M3 that you have over at the lot. Mark, tell me a little bit about the certified used BMW or certified pre-owned.
Yes, essentially what that means, if it's certified, it means that the vehicle goes through a rigorous test through our service department to basically certify, there's that word again, that all of its parts are working and everything's in good order. And once it becomes certified, BMW tacks on another 50,000 miles and or 2 years onto the remaining new car warranty.
Very nice.
So you can have a warranty that essentially is 6 years from date of delivery, original date of delivery,
right,
and or 100,000 miles.
Nice. Okay, only certain year model vehicles or only certain ages? What, you know, what is the...
Yes, that is, it's anything which is 5 years back from current model year.
Okay, 5 years back.
And must be under 70,000 miles.
Under 70,000 miles, okay.
Then it can be certified.
Okay.
No accidents, for instance. You know, things such as that. It has to be properly maintained. One of the advantages of BMW is that because all the maintenance is paid for the first 4 years and or 50,000 miles, it is a rare occurrence that you find a car that has not been maintained properly. And because why would you not want to do that? BMW is paying for it.
Sure, sure.
So if in fact that the car has been properly maintained, then we can certify it.
440 horse this little puppy is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it feels like it. Wow. Definitely, definitely twists up very nicely. About blow the doors off of anything that we come up alongside of, I would think, Mark. And we have 4 men in the car.
I heard about half of what you said.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was saying about blow the doors off of anything out there, and we got 4 men in the car we're hauling around.
That's right, 4 men in the tub.
Very, very significant. Tell me about the 3 Series a little bit more, about the performance aspects that are engineered into the vehicle.
Well, as it is with all BMWs, the first number designates as to where the car lies in the complete lineup of the vehicles. So in that this is an M3, it is in the 3 Series, and the M, of course, designates that it's in the motorsport race division of the 3 Series. So it's going to have performance-like features that an ordinary 3 Series would not have. And one of those things, of course, is the motor that we're experiencing right now, which is the V8 motor.
Yeah.
It's only available.
I would have to agree with that.
In the M3.
This is nasty. I'll tell you what, the torque is unbelievable. What'd you say it is?
It's absolutely incredible.
What's the foot pounds of torque? Did you say somewhere in the neighborhood of 500?
No, I think it's 44 to be exact.
484
Yes.
foot-pound of torque. I can laugh, but I cry because your love has passed me by. You took me by surprise. Thank you. I find this vehicle very proportioned weight-wise to engine power ratio and torque. I feel it very proportioned in terms of an equal balance between the front and the back in terms of handling and performance and acceleration. This is a very balanced performance vehicle. It's balanced between luxury and performance and weight distribution is the best way I can describe this. BMW has a very, very talented way in which they can proportion things out for whatever it is they happen to be building into their package. Now, they have some other vehicles such as the M6, which are just absolute monsters. We're talking about massive horsepower and massive torque and very, very performance oriented. This, on the other hand, is a very performance and luxury balance. It can be very exciting sound-wise. I mean, the way they have tuned this exhaust. I mean, wait until we hear it kick it up here, okay? Listen to this. I mean, that is a very, very nasty sounding engine when you really want to lay into it. The other thing I find is that there's a wonderful blueprinted and balanced aspect to this power plant. I mean, I just twisted that engine up to 7,000 RPMs and it was just beautiful. There was no vibration in the car whatsoever, just power and torque and pulling. And that's another thing that BMW prides himself in, is the ability to build a precise and balanced power plant. Well, Mark, I gotta say, after that, I almost feel like I ought to have a cigarette. Boy, that was exciting. Thank you so much.
You're never too old to start, you know.
Yeah, indeed. On location at Towne Automotive, I'm Tom Torbjornsen for America's Car Show. Welcome back to America's Car Show. I'm Tom Torbjornsen with your automotive news in the rear view. A recall tops the news, with Honda calling back over 40,000 fit sport hatchbacks from the 2012 and 13 model years to fix a problem with stability control. Looks like it could be a software issue that doesn't work properly with certain tires. For instance, certain Bridgestone brands work well, but a Dunlop SP might not. Honda dealers will update the stability control system free of charge and has begun the recall process. Did you ever think that a car could drive itself? Well, today's vehicles are packed full of high tech, from everything from automatic cruise control to automatic parking, so why shouldn't they be able to drive themselves? Well, the Detroit News reports that 2025 might be the year. The chief of Advanced Driver Systems predicts that technology could advance so much that you don't have to worry about navigating through a tough traffic jam. The computer will do it for you. Several states have already issued self-driving licenses, but to whom? The car? And while the talk of all this technology is exciting, you bet the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is looking into all of this before cars start zooming around all on their own. How much do you think you're spending per year on your car? Take a guess. Is it $2,000, $5,000, or $9,000? If you said $9,000, you're correct. The AAA looked at what we spend in maintenance, gas, and insurance, and came up with that calculation based on 15,000-mile annual run. That comes out to about 60.8 cents per mile. Now, what do you think the cheapest car is to drive? Well, small sedans. They average at just under $7,000 a year, and most expensive, of course, SUVs. If you drive one, you might be spending north of $11,000 or 77.3 cents a mile. Minivans continue to be the best way to afford a larger vehicle while sticking to your budget. Those costs are just over $9,000 a year. Remember, keep watching America's Car Show because I always have great advice on how to make your car last forever. And in fact, that's the name of my book. If you'd like more info on the book or have a question about a news story, drop me an email at tom@americascarshow.com. So, out on location again with our roving microphone, Jackie Dean from Dunn Tire in Lockport on the show with us. Jackie, so nice to see you again.
You as well. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, thanks for having us out. Appreciate that. And appreciate the knowledge that you can impart to our viewers here today regarding oil changes. And oil changes are kind of an interesting thing today. You know, you and I were having a conversation up front at the front desk about oil change intervals, and you pointed out some pretty interesting facts about that. Why don't you share that with our viewers?
You know, it's not as simple as doing them every 3,000 to 5,000 anymore. It varies by vehicle manufacturer. Really, the best way to do it, a lot of them have indicator lights that will tell you the remaining life of your oil. It actually reads the viscosity and the breakdown of the oil. So it's kind of like an internal measure of what's going on with your car. And if you're ever unsure, you can always consult your owner's manual or even your dealership.
Yeah, you know, with a lot of vehicles taking synthetic today, using synthetic motor oil, which while it's not impervious to, it's resistant to viscosity breakdown, being so chemically tough. That increases mileage intervals as well, doesn't it?
Exactly. You know, with the fully synthetic vehicles, we're finding upwards 10 to 12,000 miles where you used to only get 3.
Yeah.
So definitely it lengthens the periods.
Now, as far as oil filters, you know, some people, you know, they're buying these $2 or $1.95 oil filters, which really don't meet the OEM qualifications for proper filtration, and that's something you want to watch, isn't it?
This is true. While they all look the same on the outside, you know, there's a metal casing. It's really about what's on the inside. And the different components there will definitely come into play as far as how long you even get on an oil change and the filtration that it can actually do.
Yeah, good point. Now, a lot of times when oil changes are done too, we see from constant removal and reinstallation of oil drain plugs, you see where the threads strip out on them. And typically, what's your fix there? Rather than replacing an oil pan?
We have what we call an oversized drain plug. So basically, it's just typically a size bigger than what you currently have. We put that in there, and that's able to resolve that issue.
Yeah, so it'll cut new threads, and with a proper wafer filter or seal on there.
Yes, so it would also include the new rubber seal, and this would thread right into place to control any leaks and stop any leaks.
Now, you probably want to, if you're considering going away on a summer trip and you're getting ready to drive, say, 5,000 or 6,000 miles, and you're real close to your oil change, probably a good idea to do it now, isn't it?
Do it before you leave rather than when you come back. Definitely earlier is better in that case.
Yeah. Okay, well, Jackie, thanks so much for the insights on oil changes and the importance of it. from Dunn Tire in Lockport with Jackie Dean, our new resident automotive expert here on America's Car Show. I'm Towne Bjornson. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
And welcome back to America's Car Show. I'm Towne Bjornson. Now the part of the show which is my most favorite. That is you and I connecting up via Q&A. You ask the questions, I provide you with the answers. Let's see what's in the mailbag tonight. First up, question. Tom, is fuel system cleaning required? If so, at what mileage? It almost feels like a fluffy extra that the dealership wants to dump on you, like rust proofing. Joe from Marilla. Well, Joe, fuel system cleaning is a viable service that is needed due to varnish and dirt buildup that takes place in a fuel delivery system. It's a natural byproduct. Fuel injectors are sprayers that have very tiny orifices that when they get clogged from dirt and varnish buildup, they dribble fuel instead of delivering a nice, steady, properly mixed dose of air and fuel necessary for efficient combustion, lower tailpipe emissions, fuel economy, and good performance. Intake plenums, cylinder heads, valves, and pistons also get dirty over time from unburned fuel settling on them and transforming into a substance called carbon. This hardened, unburned fuel saps the fuel out of the air-fuel mixture, resulting in a lean condition. The computer sees this lean condition and enriches fuel mixture, resulting in decreased fuel mileage. This service should be performed every 35 to 45,000 miles. Next question. Dear Tom, on my dash panel, it displayed a drawing of my truck. On the drawing, it displayed the left front tire only. What does this mean? Carolyn from Clymer. Well, Carolyn, the tire pressure monitoring system on your truck has detected that the air pressure in your left front tire is low. Check the tire with a tire gauge and see what it is and compare it with the other tires on the vehicle. If it is low, have it checked by a shop for leaks. I suspect you might have a leak in that tire, perhaps a nail, maybe a leaking valve, or a rim bead leak. And if you've got a question you'd like me to address here on America's Car Show, send it to me at tom@americascarshow.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep rolling.